I'd rather fight the Shahugan in the depths than the Aarakocra in the skies, for the simple reason that Shahugan are just going to keep coming at you head on, but you never know what the Aarakocra are going to do next. Captain Felipe Garcia Romano of the Justos Royal Navy. When speaking in stereotypes, the martial prowess of dwarves and hobgoblins are held up as examples. But if more beings on Effikar knew about the Aarakocra, they might well hold the top slot. Before the Cataclysm, the giants favored the Aarakocra as a means to counter the dragons. The downside is that this tended to keep them spread out and thus their numbers low and left them vulnerable in the chaos after the Cataclysm. Gradually, they gathered themselves back at their ancestral home and, using all they had learned from centuries away, turned it into a fortress. The Aarakocra refer to their homes as nests or caves, giving the impression of a meager existence. This is not the case. They have plentiful food from the sea, and the islands are rich in iron. Those that would toil underground and away from the open sky for the benefit of the whole are honored and well rewarded. Their diet consists mainly of fish and seabirds, but most of the Rookery is covered in shrubs that provide seeds and berries as well. While not on the level of dwarves, they have become adept stonemasons over the years as they have carved their homes out of the mountains. There are few trees on the Rookery, but it is a short flight to one of the neighboring continents where they can trade or cut down what they need and guide the logs back to the Rookery in great rafts. After spending so long as disparate groups before the Cataclysm, the various groups of Aarakocra were separate as they arrived at the Rookery. Originally, the Rookery was ruled by the Lord or Lady of the Flock, but their subjects were few, remaining traditionalist Aarakocras. With the introduction of more flocks, this system quickly proved inadequate, though it would persist for longer than it should have. Instead, each flock would appoint a leader for a lifetime term. In turn, these flock leaders would choose a lord of the flock for a 5-year term. The lord could not be from the same flock that held the position immediately preceding. It used to be that the various flocks lived in separate areas, but as populations grew and intermixed, they have been integrated, and flock leaders will represent Aarakocra all over the Rookery. The occasional Owlin will make their home here, though they have no official representation.